Okay, let's try. I think we're going to do all the new services. Starting with this one, Red Mire as far as Eagles Cliff. So let's do it. Okay. Just set everything up. Right, zoom in. Yeah, that's good. That isn't. That is. That is. Come on. That is. That isn't. And that's all good. Okay. Let's do AWS. Let's go. Let's go 20s. Let's go. Okay. We've got to stop at the Tees Yard, Wagon Repair Shunt Spur. Very posh name. Basically means stop in the middle of the yard. Oh, we've gone a bit too far. Now we've got to go backwards. Oh no, we have to go backwards because we've overstepped it. It's a very odd pitch noise. Very odd noise, whatever that was. Stop as indicated. Okay, and doink goes there. That one goes there. And there. That one needs to be done. and I think everything else is okay, is correct. And we'll just take our foot off the gas, and then we should be okay. Right. We want the rear camera. There they are. There's the 20s. Pretty cool, isn't it? Why have one when you can have two? Now, let's just give it a little... Over here on the right, we've got the 31 wagons, and on the left is the Class 20s wagons. So, that's what the extra DLCs bring you. A lot more freight traffic, and passenger traffic too, actually. Oh, no point. We're going right between them, between the two. That is what it looks like from facing out the front. The window's tiny. We got quite a bit to go anyway until we come to a standstill. Oh, let's come to a stop. Stop, 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 stop. Whoa, stop. Ah, we're just over. God. It's not working out today, is it? What is going on? Today is just not my day. Right. I think the only thing that has gone right today is that Brighton beat Arsenal. And I chose well regarding FIFA 20. Right. Let's do this. Let's couple up to them. Okay. Right, let's couple up to them. Oh, brake, stop. God, they're effective. They're good brakes. Close enough. Nearly. Ooh, perfect. There we go. Very new PGA wagons. Empty. Link up. Now we got to go to Eagles Cliff. Oh, do we have to? Should we change engines? Maybe we. Forwards. It'll be reverse, wouldn't it? Yes. Just wait for the brakes to charge. Joshua Cunningham. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Hope everyone is all safe and well. Hope everyone's had a good start to their weekend. Just waiting for those brakes. I better check the points actually while we're leaving. Whoa, good thing I did check. There we go. Any more? No, I think we're all good. Right, let's go, Joe. Got a better idea. Why don't we just, to deal with the issues, let's look out the right window. Oh, it would be left, wouldn't it? Because we're on the right hand side. Left window. Yeah, that's better. Now we got a good view. Should have really changed ends, but oh well. Can't be bothered. There we go. We're up and running. It's a very strange noise. Like the sounds, I don't know, very boomy, very bassy, very strange. Well, you discover something new every day, I suppose. That will do, I think. No, let's leave it like that, that's alright. Okay. Good, excellent. Amtrak, hey, how are you? Joshua, why not change ends? Can't be bothered. let's just go with how it is. Right, full power, let's go. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, let's just face this way and stare at the wagons. Because this yeah, this stream and the loco seems to be falling apart, so to keep that as minimalistic as possible, let's just keep it like that. But yeah, my overall thoughts of the Class 20, It's quite cool actually. It's a very oddball locomotive. You don't have many of those unique odd locomotives to drive in Train Sim World. Of course, when you look at the Class 20, it's set in the ANCAV design, and it's kind of like a tank engine really. But all is not what it seems, of course, and you have to drive it very differently. Obviously, going forwards, yeah, it's quite a challenge. Obviously, with the limited visibility, and of course, you have to mostly drive it going backwards, I suppose. So it's definitely a challenge, and also you've got two Class 20s to control, so more power. So yeah, it's quite a fun little locomotive. The services are a bit mixed bag. I mean, it's cool you can play with the other Class 37 services, but in terms of actual new services, there are only 4. Yes, it's not very good, is it? Only 4. That's 3 less than the 204 services, and you thought that was bad. So yeah, this doesn't add many new services as I expected. I would have liked it to see at least double figures, maybe 10 to 12, but only 4. And they only go, I think, up and back from TCR to Eagles Cliff, so not much in terms of brand spanking new services, so the new wagons don't get featured as much. But I like the fact you can do it on West Somerset, and I've tested it out on West Somerset. You can only use one Class 20 going in either direction, but that's quite cool. That's a different challenge, with one Class 20 pulling 7 carriages, and of course you've got the different undulations of West Somerset, so it's quite a challenge. So overall it's a decent package. For gameplay wise, the scenarios I've already done 1, so and it was okay, stop and start really, to be honest. But in terms of the locomotive itself, visually it looks fantastic, and the sounds are they sound really good, but they're not very consistent at sounding very good. Like the sounds at times have a mind of their own. Like, one minute they want to work, next minute they don't. 1 minute they want to be very loud and bassy, to the point where it sounds like you're at a rock concert rather than driving a Class 20. Then next minute it sounds very quiet, almost like you're in church. So it's a very mixed bag regarding sound wise. The sounds are good, they're just not very consistent, I feel. So that's a bit of a problem, and we need to start braking. Whoa. Off those brakes, laddie, off those brakes. No, we're gonna stop. Okay, oh, we did it. Okay, that was fine. Oh, good. That's the first one done. That took 17 minutes. So that's good. That's good. That's very good. So that's already 1 done. Now we've got to go on to the next one. And I believe all the new services are in the morning period. They don't like stretch it out, like maybe 2 in the, say, I don't know, 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon, or 2 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Yeah, you don't get that either. But let's take a look at the chat, because that's all of a sudden gone pretty berserk. Tegan, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Joshua, it's Saturday, absolutely. Games with Daphne, when Train Sim 2 comes out, could you buy the old DLCs from Train Sim World 1? That is a good question, actually. I'm not too sure about that. I presume you can for the old DLCs. I'm pretty sure Dovetail won't let that stop for money purposes, of course. But we'll have to see on that one. Oh, I didn't think of that. What we've got to do, take over this limestone train at Eagles Cliff, delivering to TCR. That's the second of the new services, so let's go. Amtrak, I hope DDD will add the BQ23-7. You never know. Games are definitely also, I'm sorry that you don't have a lot of views. You deserve more, keep it up. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. Amtrak, I wanted to load the PGA wagons with the 20. Yeah, so did I, actually. I'm very surprised they don't have that at the Steelworks factory. I mean, I don't know where a limestone factory is around here, but it's just either way, it's quite weird that you can't load them or unload them, actually. Because in the Detroit you can unload the coke wagon, so I thought, oh, maybe you could just unload the limestone wagons there, but obviously you can't. Hey Trail, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Joshua, do you not think the 31 should be added to Transpennine? I do think it should, but why? I do not know. It's not there. Very strange decision. But then again, you can argue with this. With the 20, you know, why isn't it on Transpennine as well? I would love the 31 and the 20 to be on Transpennine. That will make all my Christmases come true. I'm already thinking about Christmas. This year's been such a waste. Right. Where are we going? Forwards, aren't we? Oh yeah, and put the marsh to key in. Horn is very good. One of the best. For once. Dovetail got something right. Right, let's go. Yeah, Mum, there we go. Oh, here the wagons. Come on, pull. Whoa, no, not gonna F up. God, this must be a heavy train. Struggling. Struggling. Come on. Nice and easy. There we go. How long is our train? Oh, blimey, quite long. Full power. Okay, we're moving. Rock and roll. Yes. Excellent. I'm pleased we're moving. Right, let's take a look at the chat. HO, do you like the Class 101? It's an interesting challenge, of course, with the manual gearbox, but yeah, it's not really my absolute favourite, I must admit. Tegan, I think the E320 would be cool in Train Sim World. A-Trail, I'm happy it's summer now. Good. Jaden Brown. Jaden Brown, hey, how are you? Good to see you. And you can't go into the blocked area. Yes, I gathered that. I didn't have much hope for it anyway, but I mean, we'll never know whether that area will be unblocked because of the future of this route, of course. I've been playing the virtual London Underground Bakerloo line and it looked like I had a promise. Sadly, the developer ended it because DTD were making which is a shame. Twitter feels he can't compete with DTD. Oh, that's a shame. Oh. The 31 can't be on Transpennine for one reason. For example, on the AWS it says June 1888 and Transpennine set in 83, where 20 would have to be in BR Blue livery, and the sounds of it are Armstrong Powerhouse. Well, I've got no problems with the livery because the livery is BR British Rail Blue livery, and that's the same with the Class 40, the 45 and the 47. They're all British Rail Blue livery. If it's 88, then all you need to do is just take out the 88 and just put 83 on it, and then you're good to go. If that is their reason, then I think that is a very weak excuse. If it was down to a technical issue, then I could understand that, but if it's due to the fact because it's not historically accurate, then I don't agree with that. They could quite easily make little tweaks. I mean, they can make the BR Class 08 run on Transbenine, couldn't they? You know, you compare it to the one on Tees Valley, they just made a few tweaks and hunky-dory, it's ready to go. So I think the historical differences is a very lazy excuse in my opinion, and I don't buy that, not one bit, no. Very weak excuse there from Dovetail, if that is what they say. Very weak excuse. Games with Darth and I'm excited for the Ice 3. Yeah, it should be good. Maybe, hopefully. That is if the game doesn't crash. That's my worry with the high speed train. If it just feels like the game can't cope with it. That's my biggest worry of it, to be honest with you. Joshua is excited for CSX Heavy Haul. Wanted it for ages. British Railway locos. True. We're slowly getting down the speed, but not to my liking. We need to slow down a bit more. Oh, there's a Class 37. Come on, get down the speed, damn it. You're struggling. And while it's going down the speed limit, I need to do the points. I look forward to taking the Class 20 for a spin on West Somerset. Really keen to see how well it performs on there. Extremely interested to see how that will cope on the gradients. Because in either direction you get some pretty steep gradients. Man, one Class 20 pulling 7 carriages, whee. That could produce some interesting results. Apparently you can do Class 20 services with just one Class 20. I haven't found that to be the case. I've tried many services, Class 37 services, that would originally just have one Class 37, but it only has, but you have to do it with 2 Class 20s, obviously because the Class 20s are very weak or underpowered on its own. So unless there are some very exclusive services that you can use one Class 20, but so far I have not found that to be the case so far, which is a bit disappointing. I'd like to do some services on Tees Valley with one Class 20, not all the time with 2. I'm going the right way, aren't I? Yes, I'm going the right way. And also annoying thing, because with the 31 and the 20 bringing, you know, 2 new types of wagons, the limestone wagons and the what was the other one? Cement wagons. Surprised the Class 08 doesn't get given any extra services. You know, in terms of, you know, knocking the upcoming trains. Upcoming services, you know, knocking trains together and stuff. That would be quite good to see. You are going to SPAD. SPAD? What do you mean SPAD? Huh? You can drive it from both ends on West Somerset Railway. It is single there. Also, did you notice there are loads of horn variations? Yeah, there are quite a few. There's a real horn. There's obviously the box standard horn. So yeah, in terms of sounds, like I said, it's a very good package. It's just not quite consistent, and hopefully Dovetail, well, it got practically what, less than 2 months till TSW2. I'm pretty sure they can fix one little sound glitch, and that will make many people very happy. Right, we got to brake like mad because we're going way too fast. Stop, please. Stop. Use the force. Yes. Well done, 20s. Silver medal. Oh, that's alright. It's better than a bronze, isn't it? All I'll be doing is these new services, and then I'll call it a day, I think. Let's go back to the main menu and commence the next one. It's very easy. Spared means single signal passed at danger. Oh, we meant it earlier. Oh, okay, fair enough. That's alright. I'm in complete control. There is nothing to fear. Games with any. I would like to see a different country, maybe China. Myself, I'm from Bosnia. I don't know if you heard of it, but we have some quite interesting trains routes. I know the country Bosnia, yes, but I don't know much about the trains and railways there. But I think the most claim to fame I know of Bosnia is when they win the 2014 World Cup. That's the most claim to fame I've heard of Bosnia in recent years. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I think a new route in a new, not just a new country, but a new continent. You know, there's Africa, there's South America, Asia. I think will be quite popular. I've been banging on about Japan. Not the bullet train, because the game can't cope with that. Let's be a bit realistic. But I think maybe a little subway route in Tokyo or something. That'd be quite cool. Okay, so let's go take over this one. The third one was take over this train at Tees Yard, running empties up to Redmire as far as Eagles Cliff. Okay. Uh, 58 days until Train Sim World 2. 58 days, wow, really? Good God. Joshua, too long. Well, I don't want to keep this stream, I don't want it to go on forever, because, you know, I want to get the stuff I want to do done before the stream crashes and burns, because, you know, if it happens, if the stream fails while I'm conducting the new services, and I won't be a very happy person. I'm a bit OCD about it, you know, like, need to get it done properly. Needs to be done. So that's why I'm trying to get it done as quickly as possible. Plus, some people don't want to watch back ridiculously long streams. There we go. Just like that, like a boss. What? Where are we going? What? Oh, we got to uncouple them. Oh, hello, where have you come from? You weren't there earlier, were you? Very strange. Where did they come from? Very odd. Where are we going? We're now going up the line. Yep. It's peculiar. They weren't there when I arrived. Oh, I don't know. Harry Potter or something. He must be in this game. An extra. Give it to hopefully qualify for the Euros. I hope you do. I think I don't know who you're playing against, but I'm sure you've got a good chance. I went too long until TSW, or is it? Well, I mean, time will fly by, so that's too far. Yep. I'm sure, yeah, well, when I say too long, I mean, it isn't too long, is it really? 58 days, God blimey, that will absolutely fly by. It'll be like a rocket ship. Especially if you're, you know, going back to educational studies or work or things like that, it will be like that. Fly by, so... Can't wait to see some gameplay of TSW2. That's what I'm most looking forward to. Seeing if it's stable from the outset. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Like that. No, I want it like that. Thank you. Where are we going now? We're going quite a bit back actually. Oh, we're going all the way to the edge of the yard. Hell, it's a long way to travel. Where are we going? Reverse, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's easy peasy. Tell you when the sounds do work, I mean, it does sound like a helicopter. It sounds fantastic. British Railway Locos, you meant to charge the brakes with the loco brakes full on and reverser and engine only. Auto brake with a straight brake. Well, I was like, no. I will drive it how I want, regardless how inaccurate it is. As long as we do the service and complete it, I couldn't really give a shit about how I should brake or how I should be conducting the service. I ain't getting told what to do. I'm in that mood where I'm like, bitch, you ain't saying shit. I'm doing it my way. The end. But our team is pretty crap except for Dzeko, Pjanic and Viska. We're playing against Northern Ireland, and if we win we're playing against Ireland or Slovakia. Ooh, that's quite tough actually. But possibility of playing both the Irish teams. That's going to be tough actually. That is a pretty daunting task, particularly with Dzeko and company getting on a bit. Alright, let's stop. Let's go to... Oh, we've got to stop. Come on. Oh, we were close. Close that time. We were close. Either way, I think the air brakes are pretty responsive. Alright, let's just... There we go. And stop. They're much better air brakes than the 31, I think. Much quicker recharging. I'm filling the brakes with air. Right, let's just... let's get to couple up to the next batch of wagons, shall we? Okay, let's get coupled up. Unfortunately, I'm not. Oh, Joshua, that's a shame. I'll be stuck at home. Oh no. Oh, that's a shame. Okie dokie. Let's get coupled up. Gotta time it well this time. And brake. Oh, that's bad timing. Oopsie daisy. No, I derailed it. Never mind. Never mind. Oh well. You live and learn. Let's try it again. My timing wasn't quite right there. Never mind. Let's take a look at the chat. Joshua, anyway, I'll keep my mind off as much as I can. British Railway. Oh, hello. What's just popped up? Oh, Class 34 Harrison. Hey, how are you? Congratulations on 536 subscribers. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. British Railway Workers, you just earned a dislike and a report for bad language. Oh, come on, mate. Grow up. I've sweared many times on my streams in the past. Give me a break. It's 20 past 11. I've worked 4 days flat out. Give me a break. Anyway, let's just start procedure. Ooh, what was that noise? Someone's stalking around in the engine room. It's Harry Potter. He's up to no good. Harry? Harry? Oh, Harry Potter, where are you? You hiding in here? No? Swear it's Harry Potter. He's coming up with a spell. Spell to curse the 20. I can see it. Right, okay. Just fill the brakes with air. British Railways driving, bad driving and misleading. Not bad driver, that's quite disrespectful. I wouldn't say I'm a bad driver, crikey. I'm not like crashing around all over the place, crikey. I only mistime my braking. Everyone does it. I wouldn't say I'm misleading by any stretch of the imagination. I wouldn't say I'm misleading, I think that's a bit harsh. I'm not stupid. I am quite intelligent. It's not like I don't know how to drive backwards or forwards. I do know, don't worry. Anyway, let's uncouple. Oops. Oh well, at least we'll be closer to the markers. Right, come on, need to stop. Please stop. Thank you. There we go. Right. Games of Dathomir. This guy is just trying to make a good stream so we can enjoy while bored. Yes, thank you, appreciate it. British Railway Locals, bad driving. Well, you get your good drivers and you get your bad drivers, you know. There's no Michael Schumacher, is there? So I'm sure you've had your bad driving moments just as much as I have. We're all human. We make mistakes. If you hate me that much, British locos, and I'm surprised you're still here. I did do it, didn't I? Yes, I did. Right, let's do the little tweakity tweaks like that. I did. I uncoupled them, didn't I? Just want to double check. Uncoupled, coupled, uncoupled. Yeah, it's always good to double check. Right. Okay, off we go. It's a lovely sunny day on T's yard with a bit of light cloud. I'm looking forward to this dynamic weather system that Dovetail have promised in Train Sim World 2. I'm very much keen to see what that will look like, especially in 4K. I mean, that will look, the graphics will get a significant boost, so whether that includes frame rate will get a boost, we'll have to wait and see, but I think at least the graphical quality is going to take a quantum leap for the consoles, but again, that depends if you have a 4K television. But yeah, it's good that we're getting a new sky system, because the skies and the clouds are a bit bad, really, let's be honest. And that will pretty much complete the circle, really, because not only we have a good looking locos on decent looking routes, we'll have a good looking weather system as well. I mean, whether we get new weather features like thunder and lightning or stuff like that, then that remains to be seen, but I think it'll be pretty good. Where are we going anyway? Oh, we're going to the end of the yard. Right, let's take a look at it. Jack Sharp, I hate this. Poor quality of video. I try. I can't help that, I'm afraid, Jack. That's out of my control. The quality of the video, quality of the stream, I can't help it, I'm afraid. I'd love to make it better, as I'm sure you would like to as well. See good, better quality, but I can't help that, I'm afraid. That is completely out of my control. As the old saying goes, it is how it is. What have we got? Which was the report was a joke, pretending to be a YouTube bot. Keep up the good content. Alright, if you say so. It was a good joke if it was, actually. Very well played. YouTube bot. Jaden, I can see everything at 720p. Yeah, well, it's alright. It depends what speed you go at. If you go at high speed, obviously, it's going to be a bit pixelated, isn't it? I mean, even Dovetail game streams are a bit here and there now and again, so, you know, I wish I could have lovely graphics, but, yeah, I can't, so that's the way it is. It's not dynamic weather, dynamic sky. Oh right, dynamic skies. Yeah, I thought it was one of the two. Either way, wouldn't it be cool if we had dynamic weather? That would be pretty cool. So really work on the journey and do it going like on one full blast along CSX Heavy Hill level. You know, you're on the top of the mountain and you see the clouds coming in, and the rain come down all of a sudden as you're going back down the hill. You know, it would be a real challenge if that was to be the case, dynamic weather, because you've seen on games such as, you know, racing games like are very well advanced and also very challenging as well to drive. So that'll be interesting if Train Sim World 2 can bring dynamic weather, but even if they don't, I think the dynamic skies are a big win for me, a big plus. I like my visuals. Games of any? Yes. A-Trail, I feel like a lot of the features in TSW2 should have been in an update for the 2020, or if they're going to make a new game, it should have been free for people who own TSW2. Well, the scenario planner and the livery editor, I think they shouldn't even bother bringing it, to be honest, because of the lack of capabilities you can do with it. Like, you know, you can create this livery, or you can create that kind of service or scenario, but there's no, what's the point in having it if you can't share it to other players or to your friends? So I think it's a waste, to be honest with you. If they don't introduce community features like that, then why? What's the point? I'll certainly take a look at it, but I think very early on, once the hype dies down of these new things like scenario planner or livery editor, I think don't be surprised to see them gathering dust and people forgetting about it. Really. For me personally, I probably won't be creating many liveries. I'm not very good at designing them, and I don't have the time to do it, to be honest. I like to keep them as it is, like, you know, box standard. Anyway, the liveries, what we get, look good anyway, so. James Brown, only the clouds will be dynamic. Ah, I see. James, you always have to start somewhere, Jack. Life is hard. Yes, life is hard. There's no such thing as an easy... Well, the only way you can live an easy life is if you're born in the royal family, or born with David Beckham or Ronaldo or Messi. Then you've got an easy life. You're effectively a millionaire, a multi-millionaire from the moment you're born, really. I'm not going to muck this one up. Yeah, look at that. That was right on the money. Oh, close. Close, close, close. There we go. Ding dong. We're done. Right. Now we just got to do it all over again. Do we? Come on. Come on, game. There we go. Next stop is Eagles Cliff. Again. Oh well. Oh, sound the horn. With the horn of the Class 20, it sounds like it's a sense of depth to it, you know, a sense of, it's like an echo you can hear. There were some interesting statistics about the Class 20 in terms of Dovetail were quite open about revealing where they got the Class 20 from. They actually got the recordings and the, you know, visuals of the Class 20 from the Great Central Railway. Of course, these old style locomotives, so the Great Central Railway, that sounds interesting, doesn't it? Maybe there's a new preserved railway on the cards, maybe. The Great Central Railway? I wouldn't be surprised if they let them have a look around at other locos, maybe. A steam, maybe? You never know. It's all just speculation, innit? Yeah, it's good fun to speculate, though. Let's be honest. It's good fun. Right. Oh, yep. Okay. Clear to go. Tegan, keep up the good work. Bye. Bye bye, Tegan. Take care of yourself, and see you next. Oh, sugar. Where did that come from? Where did the red come from? Where did that come from? Huh? Where was a red? Where did that come from? Wow, that was unexpected. Got a red. Wow, that's shocked me. That why was there a red? Oh, maybe I didn't check the points. Oh, I'll do it again. Third time lucky. Did I not check the points? Well, maybe there was another loco coming in. Maybe another service was due in. I don't know. Joshua, I think when CSX overhaul was first released, it had dynamic weather. Not sure if it still does. I didn't even know it had it, to be honest with you. British Railways, they say that TSW 2020 stuff won't be usable on the new TSW2 editor. I think people are going to complain so much they're going to give in. Same with the sharing. I'll probably make the odd cool scenario. Well, they say scenario planner, it's effectively service mode, that's all it is. You can just... Well, it's like quick drive. It's basically that. That's all it is. Atro, what is your dream job? Probably a commentator, actually, on sports, Formula 1, football, or this YouTube, really. Being a commentator on the games and so on and so forth. So that's what I quite like. Or voice acting. I'm pretty good. I like voice acting. I'm really sorry, everyone. I'm gonna have to pause the game. I need to go to the toilet. I'm really sorry. I'll be back in a minute, I promise. You can all discuss and laugh about me in the comments, don't worry. I'll be back in a tick. Oh dear. Come with me, you. Sit there. I'm back. I'm back. Let's check the chat. 5 years later. He didn't mute his mic. No need. Joshua, please stand by. Do you watch the 24 Hours of Le Mans? I do. Well, when it's on, of course, yeah. I do tend to watch it now and again. Mainly the very start and the very end. There is a clock ticking, absolutely. That is one of the main functions of a clock. The second handle does need to tick. Right, let's get going. What's the time? In the UK it's 20 to 12, or 20 minutes until Sunday, basically. Well, no, I'm an idiot again. Not doing the same mistake as I did last time. Where have these wagons come from? They were empty, they weren't here before when I arrived. And these are full to the brim with limestone. Must be a limestone factory around here somewhere. This is what annoys me. Like, where are these full wagons of limestone gonna go? Are they gonna go to the docks or something? Because well, there's not much in terms of a dockyard area around here, is there? There is one near Middlesbrough, but you can't access it by train. There's no tracks going to the harbour. It's all done by road. So, very peculiar. Like, they get dumped here and then they don't do anything. Which is why I think the Class 8 would be quite handy, having those services, so you could take it out the way or dump it in a nearby siding that's near the river or something. Then that would make a bit more sense. But hey. Okay, let's just in Bosnia it's 12:42. What, in 12:42? What, at night, do you mean? AM? Wow. It's a bit late. Oh, I've gone over. Too busy looking at the chat, I do apologise. I was too busy looking in the wrong direction. Oh, well, at least we stopped by the little crossing. Let's reverse. Let's just cruise at a tiny little bit of speed. Come on. Chug slowly towards the stopping point. Joshua, Sunday, nice roast dinner, can't flipping way. I'm a vegetarian, so I can't have that, I'm afraid. Right, let's stop. Come on. Yes. Excellent. Now we've got to stop at this other location. I'm gonna double check the points. Sure. Surely they must have been incorrect or something. I bet you it might be that one there. I probably forgot to change it earlier. That might be why we got a red. I'm not sure. Okay. Reverse, yep. What did you got before? Was a shunt signal telling you to stop to let another train past? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, the only time I was in the UK at London was in London. No, it was in Reading, ironically. So it's yeah, a little bit scary. It's a bit close to home. Yeah, I think it was a Black Lives Matter protest in one of the nearby parks near the city centre, and yeah, it got a bit out of hand. Let's just put it that way. A few casualties. Obviously not a nice situation. Let's hope and pray for the people who got unfortunately caught up in that incident. Let's hope they survive and make a speedy recovery. I think that's an appropriate gesture, I think. Yeah, but it's never nice when you hear these kind of things, and you know, essentially up the road from where you live. So yeah, well, it's not up the road from me, but you get my drift. A bit cautious, I think, on the throttle, predominantly because of that red signal we're going to be close to. I hate it. Why does the stopping point have to be so close to a flipping red signal? I do not understand. Oh, sorry if I made you drool. We're 1 hour ahead of you. Ah, I see. I'm sorry if I'm keeping you awake. It won't take much longer. All I've got to do is this scenario service and then one more, and then I'll call it a day. I think tomorrow I might do another one. I will definitely want to try for 20 on West Somerset. I definitely want to give that a go. I think I'll do one run going from Minehead to Bishop's Legion. I think that'll be more fun, I think. Trying to drive it going forwards with very limited visibility. Oh, come on, that's it, get over. Yes. Sweet. Couple to 20 limestone trucks, wagons, whatever. That one there. Yes. Forward. Yes. Okay, what do you think about the 2022 FIA Formula 1 car regulations to bring the cars closer? I don't like the look of them. They look a bit, I don't know, just a bit weird. A bit too futuristic for me. But if what it says on the tin actually turns out to be true, then we'll get close competitive racing, or different teams fighting for a championship or podiums or wins or whatever. Then I'm up for it. Yeah, I like the budget thing. I think that's a very good thing, especially after what's happened this year, the pandemic and all this stuff. It's a good time they assessed the financial situation of Formula 1 as a whole, so that's pretty good. So tightened it up, the spending, if you like, so we can bring the bit of grip more closer. What is that noise? Can you hear it? What is it? I don't understand. Never heard it before. It's like very strange. It's like crackling, but I don't know why. Very odd. Couldn't be my mic, could it? It could be. Didn't think about that. Right, this time. Ooh. That's a bit too much brake. Right. Oi, where are you going? Where'd that come from? Oi, stop. Where did you come from? Tail lamp on. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, that's a nice little feature. I didn't know you could put on a tail lamp. Oh, that's quite cool. I like that. Automatic. That's very clever. I do like that. I never knew that was there. Very clever. No! Stop. Oh my goodness. But that is cool. So you get automatic on and off. I see. Very clever. Okay, we're coupled up. Now let's just... Now we're going backwards, aren't we? Yes, we are. Right, let's double check the points. Don't want to muck it up this time. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yep. And yeah, oh, there's green signal. It's red there. Is there another train coming in? There's one there, but that's not on the same track. Well, it could be. Oh yeah, it does cross over, doesn't it? Well, I might have to wait. Maybe I should play it safe and just wait for a minute. Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, I'll wait. Play it safe. Let's wait for it to proceed. It's another freight train, I think. So I'll wait. I'll look at the chat while we're gonna wait. British Railway locals, careful with that shunt signal. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for it. Are you going to buy a PS5? Well, it depends how much it costs. That's as simple as. Obviously, I'll say yes. Straight away. Depends what games come with it, really. It depends on Gran Turismo 7. That's the one game I will purchase. I will upgrade to PS5. If Gran Turismo 7 launches the same time as the PS5, then 100% yes. If it doesn't, then no. Not yet, anyway. PS5 looks like a Wi-Fi router. Yes, it does. Just cleared the signal, yeah. Either way, it's nice to hear that soundtrack. Where is it gone? Here it comes. It's coming into the yard now. All right, let's take it easy. What we got? The right window. Oh no, we don't want that. We want the left window. Boink. All right, let's go. Not bad, eh, for Train Sim World's last ever DLC. It's pretty good. Okay. Okay. What's that? We got something coming in to the into the yard. Some coal wagons, maybe? What was that? A pair of 37s? What is that? Oh, 20s. Oh, look at that. Oh, sugar. I'm an idiot. Get in the chair. You'll be killed. Look at that. Yeah, look. 20s. Doing the 37's work. Hey, that's cool. I like that. That's it. Ooh, long train too, but I'm a fan of that. I like that. I like that. That's good. Nice to see another pair of 20s going about the work. That is cool. That is cool. Xbox Series X looks like a toaster. No, it looks like a fridge. I'm off. Good night. Okay, good night. Kids, I'm going to head out. Keep it up. See you soon. Yep. Take care of yourself. See you next time. Everyone's all gone to sleep. Like, well, I don't have any work tomorrow, so I'm okay. Right, let's just accelerate a bit more. The air brakes have come on probably because we got out of a little chair. Oh, there's a station. Good, I can... There's a big long platform too. Yeah, look at that. The chopper's hard at work. Going a little bit over the speed limit. Don't like it when it gets into the red. If it's in the yellow, that's alright, but in the red, it's a bit ugh. Meh. Yump. It's not a bad view, is it? Not bad at all. A-Trail, how much money do you make on YouTube? Not a single penny. Not until you get to 1,000 subscribers, I think, do you then start getting paid from advertisers. That's how it works. You got to work a hell of a lot just to get to 1,000 subscribers, and even when you do start getting paid, it's nothing of what you think. It isn't like once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna quit my normal job. No way. I think you get, a minimum of like £100 a month. So yeah, that's not enough really to live on. I think it's £100 for every 1,000 subscribers. I believe that's in the UK. So I'm sure if you convert that into your local currencies, then I'm sure you get an accurate picture of what it will be. Just face that and I'll be alright. The air brake keeps slowly turning on. I can see the dial trying to turn on all the time. Don't know why it does that. Very strange. It's like it has a mind of its own. I swear it's Harry Potter. Train Master, hey, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Echo, how did you come up with the name of your YouTube channel? Well, I just took the name of my gamer tags from my Xbox and PlayStation and thought, well, why not? Call it that. So I couldn't think of any of it, anything to call it. So I thought, might as well just use the gamer tags. Might as well. See again. Look at the. You can see it. The air brake needle. Slowly trying to apply the brakes. What's going on here? Let's look at the dials. Dials, 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 dials. Oh, no need is there, because you already... Oh, sugar, I need to start braking. I'm a daft wit. Need to concentrate. Now I can let the brakes apply. Initial application, yes. Maybe vacuum brakes might be a better option, I'm not sure. Oh, that's a bit too much. We need to get off those brakes. Come on, off the brakes. Off the brakes. Come on, off the brakes. There we go. Come on, no, not gonna stop. Come on. You're gonna get there whether you like it or not. Come on. There we go. It's quite annoying, those brakes, isn't it? Maybe that's another problem. The brakes are have a mind of their own. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Right, this is where we need to stop. It's annoying, those air brakes. You can see it, the needle moving. It's constantly trying to apply the brakes. I don't want it to. Come on. Class 20, you can do it. Make it. Come on, you're close. Yeah, it'll be alright, it'll be okay. Right, now you can start applying as much as you want. Air brakes. Do your thing. Oh no, you don't want to apply? Oh, fair enough. Whoa. Hooray! That's another one done. 22 minutes that one took. And we got a silver medal, and it's better than the bronze. Level 235. Good God. Wow. Crazy. Okay, let's do the final service. Final service? I think it's the final service. Echo, have you played any Need for Speed games? Ooh, it's been a while since I played Need for Speed games. I think the only last Need for Speed games I played was Need for Speed Shift, I think it's called. Need for Speed Shift, something like that, years ago. It was on my old Xbox, ages and ages ago. I'm not a fan of Need for Speed and the direction it's gone. It's kind of going like GTA in many respects. It's kind of like Fast and Furious as well, actually. Thinking of it. Let's conduct the last one. Red Myers TCR, here we go. Take over this limestone train at Eagles Cliff, delivering to TCR, returning the locos to Thornaby. Okay, so once this last limestone train is done, they're going to go and sleep in the shed, are they, for the rest of the day? Oh, wow. Fair enough. Has anyone else played the Class 20? What's your thoughts and feelings of it? Are you enjoying the Class 20? Or are you a bit meh? Not a fan of it? I think it's pretty decent. Other than the little tiny problems it has and the lack of new services, I think it's a decent bit of kit. I think it's not too bad. Oh dear, it's raining. Oh dearie me. Oh no, what a surprise though. Dovetail will love a bit of rain. Don't you find that ironic that most of their scenarios and the services on journey mode, they just love to do it in the rain. Maybe they like the rain or something. Come on, wipers. No. Am I turning on the right one? Oh, is it? Oh, right, okay. That's the lights. Use the window wipers. Good. Just double check. Those lights. So they're quite hard to see, those marker lights, and quite dark. Yeah, okay. Right, here we go. The last one, and then time for a rest in the shed. Or for me, let's go to sleep in bed. HL, I'm a bit meh on the Class 20. Jaden Brown is not a fan of the Class 20. Joshua, because it's normal British weather. Yes, it is. Normal British weather. Oh, it's a good question. I wonder, what would you rank as the best add-on to Train Sim World, like local add-ons? Because we've had a fair few of them, haven't we? We've had, what have we had? We had the Class 33 on West Somerset, and we had the 182 for Rapid Transit. We had the 155 for Rose Ignored, and we had the Heavy Freight Pack, I think off the top of my head, no, for 52 for West Somerset, then the Freight Pack for Transpennine, then we had the Amtrak Shunter for North East Corridor, and the cab car, and then after that we had the 31. And this year we've had loads of add-ons actually. We've had the MP36 PH3C diesel, or the Baby Bullet. We've had the Caltrain Shunter, and we've also had we have the 204 German Shunter, the Long Island Railroad M3, and now this. So yeah, we've had quite, I think this year alone we've had a lot of add-ons for Train Sim World, and I'm an idiot because I forgot to turn on the AWS. Speed limit coming up is 50. Let's have a look. For Class 377, what's the best add-on? For me, that's a tough one, that. Oh, there's quite a few I like actually, isn't it? I like the Heavy Freight Pack for Transpennine, that I do like, because that adds a lot to Northern Transpennine. I do like the Caltrain Shunter, which is no surprise because I like shunters in general. What else? Think. No, I'll give the 31 a shout out, because that weren't too bad. But if you say the best, I'm gonna take a gamble. I think purely on the base of having an excellent service mode, I think the Caltrain Shunter wins it for me. I think it's just that the service mode is so diverse and different. You know, there's so much going on. Like, you got special trains to put together. You've got to be a hero and try and rescue a failed train. You've got full length onto the route. You've got, you know, shunting in yards. You know, you've got hauling wagons up and down the line. You know, so much going on. So the Caltrain Shunter is first for me, and the Transpennine Freight Pack comes in at a very close second. yellows. Oh yeah, let me just check the points just in case. Don't have another derailment. Had one already. Okay, looks good. Okay. Okay, we got to start braking. Joshua, the heavy freight pack for Transpennine because it added more to an already amazing route. True. Just thinking of add-ons in the future, really. There's quite a lot of add-ons you could have, couldn't you? I mean, we've got an add-on to East Coast Way, so the free 313 or the 345, that would be pretty good candidates. For Canadian National, I'm not sure. I would personally say another shunter, but because I think it would make sense, you know, having a little shunter in around the yards. I think Canadian National do have a shunter of some sort, but I'm not particularly sure if it runs on that part of Toronto. Of course, we've got the German stuff, the two new German routes, Hauptstrecke Rheinruhr and Rheinruhr Austin. I'm sure they can add another loco in there, be it freight or passenger, who knows. And then you've got the three brand spanking new routes, haven't you? The German route, the London Underground, and the C6 Heavy Haul already has an add-on. That's the GP40, which actually I did some research to, and funny enough, you can't buy it on the PlayStation Store anymore. It's been taken off very sneakily, but you can somehow still buy it on Xbox. So I don't know how that works. But for London Underground, the Bakerloo line, it would be practically impossible to have an add-on for it, because the tube stock that's coming with the Bakerloo line is the only one that runs on the Bakerloo line, unless, I don't know, say, Transport for London announces a brand new train that will replace it come the end of the year. Maybe Dovetail might snatch that opportunity, maybe. Okay, let's just turn you off. There we go. Okay, approaching Tees Yard, siding 2. Okay, let's begin braking procedures. That might help. Might help if we brake a lot, actually. Brake for your worth. Brake. Ah. It will do it. Eventually. There we go. Happy days. Well, we did it. God, look how those wagons the 31 has. It's like 4 sets of them. And the poor 20 only has 2 of them. Missed opportunity, I feel. I think they could have quite easily added more services to the Class 20 on Tees Valley. Particularly some in the afternoon. I think. Easily. Stop at the repair shunt spur. Time to put it to sleep. Right, let's go. Let's go home. Let's take the chopper out of commission. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay. I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, we'll be fine. No issues with sidings, and points and what have you. Canadian National needs passenger services. Well, you say it does, but I think it'll be a complete waste having passenger services. There's only 4 stations, and and essentially, could you imagine, all it is essentially going up and back the main line on Canadian National, and that's it. You know, it'd be very boring, you know, stopping at what, 3 or 4 stations. That doesn't drive it for me. I think it'll be a bit boring. HRL didn't buy the Canadian National, almost did, but I'm glad I didn't because of how crap it is. Absolutely, it is. Well, at launch it was horrific, I remember it. It was a disaster. The map didn't represent what you could actually play or do. It was horrible. The ethanol loading procedure was broken. It was terrible, and they fixed it now, but I'm just not a fan of it. It doesn't feel complete to me, and the fact that you only got basically one set of services that the GP9, all the 38 can do, and you know, basically substitute each other for it. That's not enough for me, I think. So I think another freight locomotive with a hell of a lot more services, that might save it from grace, if you like. Or fall from grace. Right, let's go into the depot. Time for bed. We're going the right way. Yes, we are. There we go. Sanchin, the Reading result was terrible. Always bloody could see in the last minute. Well, it's better than the defeat, but I wanted to win really. But yeah, not good. Tottenham drew Man United, and then Reading drew Stoke. So well, at least we didn't lose. But 2 draws from both my clubs. Should really be 1-0 wins on both sets of games really, but you know, what can we do? It's you know, you look at Reading and they're in good clear water, and it's good to start with a positive-ish result. The performance was okay, wasn't spectacular, but you know, I think we'll be okay for next season at least. HL to Greenford, all other places I can't name. I see. I mean, let's be real here. I mean, if Dovetail was to ask you, realistically, let's be real here, not stupid and over the top, what route would you like to have in the game? What would your answer be? What would you like to have? What would you like to see? I think a locomotive for me, I know you probably hate the sound of this one because it's an old style locomotive, but I quite like the Deltic. I love that locomotive. It's an absolute monster. Very famous, probably the most famous diesel locomotive of all time, but I'd like to see that, and it could be a possibility. You know, Dovetail love bringing the old locomotives to train sim. Well, I think the Deltic will be a very popular one indeed, probably the best old loco of all really, when you think about it, in terms of how iconic it is. I watched a BBC News report of it once when it came out of retirement to help British Rail Ferry. It was massive, like, whew, just towered over the presenter. I thought, Jesus Christ. It's an absolute beast to look, and probably a great loco to drive. Okay, I'm just proceeding now to the depot. Not too long now. Along with a Class 08 and a 337s. God, the sound of those Class 20s, beautiful. They got the sounds from the exterior spot on, from the engine or the exhaust or from the funnel or whatever it's called. I would like to see route extensions to the current routes in Train Sim World. It's a good idea. We've kind of got one already, haven't we, really? We got Rossignol and Rheinrohr Austin, effectively connect them both together, really, because they go from Fremchop to Hagen and then Hagen to Ruppertal Steinbeck. I wouldn't be surprised if in the future we see those two routes link up. And also Northeast Corridor and Long Island Railroad. They kind of, well, they share New York Penn Station, don't they? And they both have versions of Sunnyside Yard, so that'd be quite cool to see them linked together. But whether Dovetail add route extensions to the current routes remains to be seen. I doubt they will to all the routes we've got at the moment, because yeah, they say they're going to be preserved, so basically they're not going to touch them ever again, which is sad, really, particularly on the newer routes that don't have loco add-ons or deserve route extensions. I think Hauptstrecke Rheinrohr, I think, desperately needs an extension, and to somewhat I think the new German route, I think, is an extension, if I'm not mistaken. I might be, but I do believe that once you finish at Bochum, I think the line does continue to curl, which is where the new German high-speed route is starting from. So maybe that could be something in the future. But either way, I think if we get the 422 or the 425 running on for German routes, then that'd be nice to see, wouldn't it? Add a bit more traffic to the route. It's pretty cool. We got the Talon 2 coming back, but in red livery. So again, a big surprise. I didn't expect the Talon 2 to make a return. I mean, you've had it for nearly 3 years, and out of the blue, bang, it's coming back. Crazy. But yeah, that concludes that scenario. The services, the new ones. There's only 4 of them. We did all 4 of them. So, hooray! That was good. There we go. But there we go. That concludes. Oh, look at one's alright. That concludes the stream. Let's take a look at the chat. Jaden Brown, like to see the East Coast Main Line. Yeah, a lot of people have wanted to see that. Joshua, maybe Brighton to London Victoria, so you can use that 12-car train. That's in Brighton, that's true. Robbie Elliott, they should do Liverpool to Blackpool on TSW 2 or 20. HL, I think the first route I want a extension is Great Western Express, as it's been so neglected. Yeah, that's a good point. Whether that will happen, these extensions or route suggestions, who knows. But yeah, that concludes the stream of the Class 20, the chopper on the Tees Valley. The next stream will be focusing still on the Class 20, but on a completely different route. That will be on West Somerset tomorrow evening on Sunday, so make sure to join me then for some fun with the chopper on West Somerset. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching, thank you for tuning in, nice to hear from you all, hope you're all safe and well as always. Enjoy the rest of your evening or day, morning, whenever you watch this, and yes, join me tomorrow for more action on the Class 20. Thank you very much, take care.